You feel tired and exhausted trying to run your own business, not sure what actually moves the needle? Well, this is going to be the video for you. I'm going to go over some key things of how AI can actually help on a day-to-day basis and really understand where your actual business is going. So let's jump straight into it. So over here you can see what I've done is I've created a fake basically data set for the entire year of obviously the gym industry. We go into a lot of information here of what's happening within the gym. Now, for most business owners, you're going to have this, and the key thing here to remember is it's understanding how you can actually use it. And as I said, most business owners have this but don't actually work with it, so therefore they haven't a clue what's working, what's not working. They create potential content again that's not really any specific purpose. They just do it for the sake of doing it. It's pretty much a tick box exercise just to get it done. So again, what we want to do here is really focus on the information. So with that in mind, what I have here already made up is I have a few questions that I want to pretty much ask the AI. So the first thing is which month had the highest total revenue and how much was it? Straight away there you can see we had almost 10,000 euros for the first month. So this is up in January. Then I wanted to ask another question. I asked it, how much did staff wages account for as a percentage of total expenses? Again, it gives a complete breakdown of the total expenses for the staff. Again, this could be something you might see opportunities there of what's working and what's not working. It could be a case that you might have too many staff at a certain point and obviously revenue drops. So you could start to understand a bit more about your business. That's even before you get to the general, say, content of pushing things out there a bit more. We've then asked it to how many new members joined in total this year, which again gives us a breakdown, 428. And where is it? And in which month did the gym have the highest net growth in members? I think this is a good one because obviously you can see straight away this could potentially be a busy month for you and something that you could actively kind of push once you have it and you know what's in advance kind of. What was the average daily check-ins across the year? So again, you can see on average 103 people checked in. Again, the key here is if you're active on social media or not active on social media, is there a way that you can potentially drive that up? Can you engage more? Can you be more active? Again, create more content that could actually increase your overall check-ins per day, which is a good KPI to kind of track your overall growth. So with this, I suppose the next big key thing is pretty much what I wanted to do is use this information to help kind of create content. So what I've done is I've pretty much had a prompt created here. And again, if you're wanting to learn more about how I do prompts and things like that, if you can jump over here, and pretty much I've created my own marketing hub where the aim here is to provide as much information as I can for everyone to help them understand more about marketing, AI, and integrating into their business. It's €12 a month or $12 a month. And one of the benefits, I suppose, of joining now is a founding member bonus, which is going to be this price per month for life. This won't change for members until we reach 50. As soon as we reach 50, it's going to increase. And also you get a benefit of one free strategy call again, which is worth obviously €300. So let's jump straight back over here. And from here, you can see what I've asked. I want to create some content for social media. We want to focus on obviously the June and July because that's what the data set is telling us, that obviously they are the months that are not the best. And from there, what happens is we have our problem. High cancellations in June and July lead to lower net growth. This could be because of the summer months. People are not interested in joining the gym, for example. They're outside, they're on beaches, they're already after doing the work. They're no interest in it. So we could be pushing content here in the run up to these to try and maybe keep these members, stop them from cancelling. Is there some way we can incentivize them to stay as members and things like that? But again, you can see here that we have a complete breakdown of content ideas. Obviously stories, feed posts a week, community features, call to actions. It gives us a very simple and effective kind of approach to our content. But the key thing here again is we're not just creating this content because it's on a to-do list that we need to do it. We're creating the content with an active purpose of fixing a potential problem that we already have in our business, that we know we have in the business. And again, that's just planning, that's just strategy, that's just thinking. And I think that's what most people, especially small business owners, don't even look at. And I think opportunity here straight away is for AI to really understand opportunities and problems in advance once we have the data set ourselves. Another handy little feature, I suppose, and I talked about this before, was this. So most people get emails regularly in their business accounts, and what happens is you reply to them, but it's normally just one or two sentences. You're more than likely replying to it on the go. You're sitting down, it's a simple enough information, and this is probably one of the prime examples, and I've seen this happen, that all they more than likely will send back is, yeah, check out our website for more information. it's just a lazy approach, and pretty much it's, as I mentioned before, no one is interested, and your potential client straight away doesn't feel engaged and attracted or feel like they've got any value to it. So all I do here is get this email, paste it into ChatGPT, ask it to reply to it for me, and here's the breakdown of everything. So now this potential customer, has got information about memberships, which you asked for, information about the classes, new member promotion, which could be something we could be pushing only through emails. And again, you have everything that you need there, quick and easy to really understand, I suppose, a bit more about the customer. But again, as I said, this person, Sarah, is going to be heading off after getting the email, feeling much better about the information she got back, and potentially much more inclined to become a member. So also with this, you might be asking yourself in relationship to the data set, you're not really sure what to ask it. So all you can do is just see what ChatGPT turns around and says when you ask it a few questions. So I'm going to just use the voice for this, and I'm going to ask it some questions. In relation to the data set that I originally gave you, can you please give me some of the key areas that I really need to focus on over the next 6 months for the business? Yeah, and pretty much while that's doing that, then it's just going to populate obviously key things, key problems that we have within the business, and hopefully get us to a point where we kind of have something again to work with. And again, I think the key thing here is data is one of the most valuable things to have for your business. If you have it, you need to start using it. So while this is working, here we go, we have it off. So obviously now, as I mentioned before, retention. So retention is a big problem. Obviously the summer cancellations. So we obviously shows the highest cancellations and the lowest net growth. This summer drop off is clear threat to long term growth. Again, a major thing. And now it's telling us focus on accountability campaigns, flexible memberships for summer, and remote workout options to keep people engaged. Definitely something that you could look at doing. Profitability, then again, we have average profit margin is strong at 31%. To protect this, you'll need to keep staff wages at 51% of expenses. This is what I mentioned about one of the months was up really high. So again, it's something to just pay attention to. It's something that you might see obviously now, and you mightn't have noticed before. You have your maximized member value. So you have an average ARPU of 40 and a lifetime value of 454. These are healthy but could be improved by upselling standard members to premium. Again, opportunity there to upsell, and obviously for you, generating more cash. And conversion strong but can grow. Referrals on tapped growth channel. So again, sign-ups across the year, 10 per month. Referral members tend to stay longer. So again, another potential campaign, bring a friend summer referral program. So you overall grow your business, you help it obviously in them summer months, and yeah, pretty much it. So yeah, look, as I said, that is pretty much it. That's how I use AI, and how you can use AI very quickly and easily to kind of really get a deep understanding of your business, of what's working and what's not working, how to create content and marketing strategies with the purpose of fixing specific goals. You're not just posting stuff and creating stuff for the sake of creating it. You actually have a purpose, you actually have a goal, and you actually have a pretty much a plan. So look, as I mentioned, if you're interested in learning more, definitely check out the group. Brand new group, only starting. As I said, I'll be doing a lot of this stuff and a lot more over the coming weeks and months as the group has grown. So look, we're going to leave it there. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.